right, so I'm going to get started and go on social media. We're going to live stream markets this morning. So let me get started over here on social media. All right, waiting for Twitter and Facebook. I'm going to upload this YouTube or stream to YouTube a little bit later. And come on here. What's taking them so long? Not sure what is taking Twitter and Facebook so long. Oh, I guess we are ready to go. Oh, that's interesting. It's weird. It said it wasn't said I wasn't online, but now I guess I am online. Gotta love the streaming. All right, guys, can you hear me on Twitter and on Facebook? Say hello if you hear me. I just want to make sure you guys can hear me okay, and before I get started and stream. So I see you guys are joining on one screen, and of course on another screen it says you're not. So that's very odd. Me and technology. So guys, if you can hear me on Twitter and Facebook, just give me a thumbs up. Yes. All right, Jeff, you get the star of the day. You're on Twitter and got the notification. Awesome. So it might be time to whip out my sword, the QE sword. We need to touch her to the market and make her go back up because she's a bit bearish right now. You'll see. Where are we at right now? 335. All right, so we can see some support down here right around 335, 334 area. Kind of below on this, it's not a hammer really, but kind of like a hammer. So we'll have to watch and see what happens if we get a bounce down there. So we can channel. Let's bring out bearish, the bearish bat, or bullish. We have bullish and then bearish over here. And I'm sure you bears are loving it this morning, but I am one of those obnoxious perma-bulls. So I'm going to bring out bullish this morning, and we're going to channel bullish and get the market to go back up. So let's take a look here. Whew, my head's hot. So let's kind of take a look at some of the ones on the watch list and what we're looking at. So if you're looking at some small caps, you'll see or you'll notice with our watch list, a lot of times with our watch list, they don't have much volume in the pre-market. They take some time to get going. So that's why we always suggest keeping our watch list up over to the side and then look what's running pre-market on like a scanner like Trade Ideas and kind of watch, kind of weed them down and just see which ones are running. But keep something like our watch list up over to the side. So at this moment, you'll see when I did the watch list yesterday, I didn't like really much on our watch list because the market's looking pretty shaky at the moment. So I really wasn't liking any of the plays. But for this one right here, for CNDT, it kind of has a falling wedge. Want to see if it can break out of that falling wedge and then get above that 380-ish area and continue up. And you can see resistance around $4. What else? 410, and then on up, right up to these areas. So that's for CNDT, not much volume at the moment. So it might be creeping a little bit. Again, nothing pre-market or not much. So I'll have to watch and see if that one continues up. GCI, this was another one. Needs to clear kind of that 192 level. You see that 192 to $2, up to $2 range right up in here. So we have quite a bit of resistance. Again, I'm just not a fan of the ones on our watch list today, so I'm gonna kind of skip through these. This one right here for NMTR kind of has a hammer-ish, possible double bottom. We'll have to watch and see if this can kind of move up for those of you guys that like those sub $1 stocks. See if this can move up. You can see some resistance right around that 200 SMA as well. So, between that 65 to 68 cent resistance area. What else we got? MNK. Again, these are all kind of duds. This one has kind of an inverse head and shoulders right here. So if you're looking for possible reversal, want to see it clear that kind of that 160s area up in here. So again, that one's not looking so hot either. And PEIX. So these are all of the ones just from our watch list. Again, you want to see them get volume, so kind of have them up to the side. You could see kind of a triangle-ish kind of pattern here, kind of a hammer off that 9 EMA. So see if this one can get above that, kind of that 430-ish level, right around that 200 SMA, and see if it can break out of that triangle. So that's for the penny stocks list. Let's take a look at some of the large caps, see if those are any better today. Let's see. GLD. Let's take a look at gold this morning. So gold, that one is kind of has, again, a triple bottom-ish pattern right here. So at the moment, it's falling down to support around that 179, right around here off that 50 SMA. So you can see it could be triple bottom, but it could also be a descending triangle-ish as well. So we'll have to watch and see if support will hold and if it'll get a bounce. So it kind of has a triple bottom, but at the same time kind of has a descending triangle-ish. So we got to watch and see if support will hold and stay above that 50 SMA. Right now it is a bit bearish. So what else we got? We got UPS. So UPS is bearish at the moment as well. I was saying, let's see if we can get it. It kind of has seeing if it held support here, bounce off that 20 EMA. Want to see if it can get above that 162.5 level. Right now, it's kind of got kind of a head and shoulders-ish pattern, so that one's not looking so hot at the moment either. Apple. Yikes, Apple is another one. We have some support right down around that 113, and then right down here at that 111 level. So at the base of this long-legged doji candle. So we're going to watch Apple and see if it'll hold basically these areas. And then you can see some resistance up in this 116. Where is that? 120, 122, 119. So we're going to watch those levels as well. So I'm going to watch Apple. Again, Apple runs with the market. So we'll see what the market does. If the market holds support, Apple might be a potential one that we take a look at. And KSS. So KSS kind of, as you can see, there's a gap right up here. I want to see if it can fill that 2270 daily gap. And if we go over here, kind of draw some support. You have this channel right here. So price is falling at the moment. We'll see if it can kind of hold support in these levels and continue up, and at some point see if it can fill that gap. Again, we got to watch and see what the market's going to do. You know, if the market's going to go bearish today, then these might fall down to support levels. So again, watch us not looking so hot. UNG, this one might be creeping up on the hourly. So I want to see it get above that $14 level of that falling wedge. And that puts us right up over in here. So again, all these aren't looking so hot at the moment. I'm going to watch and see. We'll see what happens with the market when it opens. And we'll go from there. Let's see what we got with volume here in the pre-market. What's up, everybody, today? How you guys doing? Are you guys awake? Are you sleeping? Are you depressed? I got to get used to my morning voice coming back here. I'm usually an afternoon guy. I'm not the hugest fan of mornings. So I might be more boring in the morning. Some of you guys might be like, oh, he's more enjoyable in the mornings because he's more calm or more chill. He's not as triggering. And then other you guys might say, man, he's more boring in the morning. I like him better the other way. Every time I hear a truck in the morning outside, I'm wondering if it's UPS. Oh, yes. Oh, no. Wait, I thought that was FedEx. I don't even know what I'm getting delivered anymore. I have all these packages delivered to my house, so I don't know if it's UPS or FedEx or what's going to be delivered. So anytime I hear a truck, my ears perk up. First day of virtual school for kids. Oh, yeah. Oh, that's a good point, huh? Virtual school. It all depends what state you're in, right? There's some people are going to virtual school, and then there's other people that are going to in school. I guess it depends what state you live in and what the potential political nature of that state is. I still don't get it, right? My brain is like, if you go to school for 3 days and then you're 2 days off, does that mean that you're not going to get corona in those 2 days? I don't understand it. I know it's to clean the schools, but I still don't get it. Virginia? Oh, yeah. Okay. I know, yeah. I mean, some schools are open, and I don't know. We're in Connecticut. I have to ask Dan. I think his kids got to go a combo. I think they have a combo of some in person and then some virtual. Guess where my kids are going? Nowhere, and I don't have any schedule because I have no kids, so I don't have to worry about it. Full virtual in Virginia until January. Ay, ay, ay. That's going to be great for their self-esteem, huh? Of course, guys. My first morning back in a while here, and we have our Garbaccio market. So I might have to find some entertainment this morning. So that's where I got, guys, this is where I got my what do you call these? Props. Who's bearish this morning? Who wants the market to fall? Who's like, haha, Lucian, the market's tanking. I bet you feel stupid. Anybody a bear following right now? I want to find out something. I gotta ask Sig. Why is this? There it goes. SPXS. Let me see. SPXS. Yep, we got some resistance right up there around that 593-ish level. And then after that, we've got some right around that, kind of that 650-ish level as well. So that's where we got to watch and see if the market holds support and gets a bounce. So we'll have to watch and see. If the market holds support and gets a bounce, then we got to watch and see if this rejects double top failure. So we got to watch. Again, this runs inverse of the market. So So I'll have to watch and see if this fails and rejects at a double top and fails down here, or if it holds support and continues up. That's where if you look at SPY, right here, it's just got the inverse of the SPXS. So that's where you got to see right here, this kind of this critical support level of right around that 334-ish level, right down in here. And then we have some next up, some support around 332. One more minute. Let's see. $110. I might look to do a credit spread on Apple. Let me see here. We have some support around that 111-ish area, and then we have some down at that 107 area. Right down. It might fill that gap down. I want to see that one right around that. Oops. Around that 106 level. Time 106. 106. Might look to put a credit spread on Apple, guys. I'm just watching it on the other screen right now. It's getting a bounce at the moment. 100. Oh, 6 level. All right, so I'm going to keep an eye on Apple. I might do a potential credit spread on it around 105 level. Because with a credit spread, I want to see it hold above, right above. So it's the strike that you're selling is the price that you want price to stay above by expiration. I always take profits early as well, so I don't hold to expiration. But I might look to take one with Apple staying above, right? That's 106.30. So staying above 105. So I might take a spread at that 105 level. Want to watch and see how Apple opens up. So it is kind of getting a bounce here at the moment, but you can see it's still a little bit bearish. Going to wait a few minutes and see. Give it 5-10 minutes and watch. You know, so you do have this kind of this inverse head and shoulders, but I just kind of sell these pops. So I kind of do these like kind of medium or interterm, like a couple week out credit spreads. I'm not holding them for a long period of time. So I kind of get in, trade the initial pop, get out. That's just my trading style. Tim does a lot more longer term credit spreads if you're following us, or debit spreads, either one. So just everything's not looking so hot. Oh, there goes Kohl's is getting a potential pop. Oh, shoot. I thought I was looking at a 5-minute chart. This is what I want to see right here. No wonder why I was looking different on my other screen. I had my hourly chart up here. So I'm keeping an eye on Apple. It bounced off of this 114. I'd like to see it close up here and continue up. If so, I may look, like I said, to do a put credit spread on Apple. So it's hitting off that 116. I think I'm going to wait, give it 5 minutes. It's hitting off that 50 SMA on a 5-minute right now, so I'm just kind of watching it right here, reject off here. I'd like to see it close above that 116-ish level. If so, then I might do a put credit spread on it. You guys are quiet today. You guys awake? Ah, here we go. Come on. All right, there we go. So I got in on a put credit spread with Apple. So Apple's moving up at the moment. So I sold a put credit spread on Apple at, what was it? 105. So I want price to stay ideally above this 105 level, which is right. So I want price to stay above 105 by expiration, which I have right here at the 17th. I'm sorry, not 17th, the 25th of September. So that means Apple could trade sideways, it can go up. By expiration, I just don't want it to be below that 105. However, I don't stay into these credit spreads until expiration. I take profit around, 50%, maybe a little bit, especially in this market and how crazy it's been. I'll take profit sometime. I'll trade these pops within a couple days or so. So I personally probably won't hold. I won't hold till expiration, but that's kind of what I'm just doing, kind of getting in and doing these little pops and So that's where with Apple, I want price to stay above here, which you can see was below that gap here. There was a daily gap right around that 107 level. Vin, so I just went in on a put credit spread with Apple. All right. So let's take a look and see. So you can see the ones on our day trade watch list. Still not much volume at the moment, so that's kind of blah. And not much bullish at the moment either, as you can see. So my profit until expiration, I think I got in at that at, what did I get in at? So I filled at 95 cents. So if I held to expiration, and so if I completely held to expiration, then I'd make $95 just on that one credit spread. But, you know, I sell around 50% of profit or so. So just on like, you know, around 50, probably buy back around 45, 50 cents and make like $50 or so on it. So I just want to show you guys along the way. Don't copy and do what I'm doing if you don't know what you're doing. I'm just kind of showing you along the way. If I take a trade, I'll show you. But that's just kind of just doing a credit spread. Where this is where you can trade stuff like large cap stocks, you know, and trade a stock like Apple. And you'll see I took a credit in of 95 cents or $95 if all the way by expiration, if price stays above 105, I collect that full $95. Again, I don't hold to expiration, I sell beforehand. So does that make sense to you? Oxygen, GLD calls, let's see. Be careful with just buying naked calls and puts, guys. You got to be careful with that. You know, it doesn't mean you can't if you're day trading them, but if you're just trying to hold long, you got to be careful because of theta, and especially being an options buyer, just be careful going naked on just calls or puts. GLD. And GLD is looking very weak at the moment. You see price is right down here at that 50 SMA. So if it holds above 179, it might maybe get a pop. But again, we wanted price to get above that 182 level. Right now, it's got to contend with this nasty wick, which I'm not a fan of. Awesome. Glad that helped. I mean, Apple is dropping at the moment. So you'll see Apple went up, it came back down, so it rejected. Again, I'm not day trading this, that's okay. So you'll see it kind of failed that 50 SMA. It's coming back right down. So again, remember with a credit spread, you know, depending on how long you stay in, how far you go out, you know, Apple could trade sideways. It can fall. Apple could even fall back down here and then get a bounce and go back up. It's just as long as by expiration, I want price to stay above, right over here, above that 105. And so you'll see as Apple's falling right now, just to go and look, you'll see, you know, I mean, it's relative, but I'm down $25, right? This is where when you're doing spreads, you're buying the extra protection. So it like, if you're naked on this, like if I just bought a naked call on Apple, you know, I'd be down definitely a lot more than that $23 when a trade goes against you. So that's why doing spreads give you that extra protection to stay in it a little bit longer. Let's take a look at SPY. to SPY selling off. It's breaking, or it's right near support, right there on that 334 level. So we'll have to watch and see if support holds. So right now, things are not looking so hot in the market. It's one of those days. I wanted it to be entertaining for you guys today. And we got a Q. We need QE. Let's whip her out. Bring her. QE needs to make the market go back up. Yes, this is ThinkorSwim, Oxygen. All right. Disney's creeping up here. We're on that 133. I'm going to keep an eye on Disney. Lots of garbaccio right now. GWPH. Well, that's pot stock, right? GWPH. I'd be careful buying a dip until you see a reversal right now, because unless it, let's see right here, you got some support right around that 96. It's breaking support right now. Look around that 91 level, see if you can get a bounce. You want to see a reversal candle. Right now it's just selling off. Disney doesn't have a lot of open interest in. I like to usually have typically about 1,000 or more open interest when I'm trading. So I was looking at that one, but not as much as I would like. Looks like Apple is moving up now. So as you guys can see with the spreads, you know, they change pretty quickly. So I was down 20 bucks. Now I'm only down 6 because Apple's moving up a little bit. But so they give you that time to be in the trade a little bit longer, you know? So like if something goes against you, you're not taking as much of a loss right up front. You have a lot of these patterns that look where it could be like an inverse head and shoulders or a double bottom, but then you have a head and shoulders as well. So the market's acting very wonky lately with everything pulling back. Oh, Dizzy's now moving up. Let's take a look at some small cap stocks. I'm not liking much of these large caps at all right now, so let's switch over and see what's running for small cap. Yikes. Morning scan's nothing going on either. Let's see. So one of the top ones running right now is Lubies. So you can see high of day on that one is 209. That puts you right up over. Let's see if there's a daily gap on this one. Not really. Got some support right over here at that 199, and then right up over in here at that 189 level. Let's see what Lube has for float. So Lube's a lower float stock. I don't think there's any news on it yet. News on it today. But you'll see right there, that's a 5-minute chart of LUB. If you drill in on a 1 minute, right here, so you see it's moving back up to that $2 level. It's rejecting right over here, right below that 202-ish level. Any stocks you guys want me to take a look at? What are you guys looking at right now? Again, market's looking very wonky at the moment. So with Lube, you see right here kind of a head, left shoulder, right shoulder. So kind of a head and shoulders pattern at the moment. So it's kind of caught in between resistance and support level. Now it's falling back. Right now, if you were bullish on this one, you want to see that 9 EMA catch, push up, get above that 190, and then you have that resistance between that 2 and 209 level. XPSA. Did you say XPSA, Oxygen? I don't think that one's not pulling up for me. Is that the right symbol? All right, SPY's getting potentially a little bounce over here. I'd like to see this. So Rave gapped up today, and now it's hitting off that, let's see, that 100 SMA on the daily. I don't think any news on that one. Lots of garbaccio. CYDY is a bit interesting. This one might be having kind of a pennant-ish pattern on a 5 minute. It's a bit overextended though, right around that $5 range. So if it can hold that $5, you'd like to see that 9 EMA catch up and see those moving average lines cross and push price up to get over that 5, let's say 07 level, and then see if it can get above that 515 high a day. So you have the moving average lines pinching. You want to see if you're bullish on this, price stay above that $5, but it's a bit overextended. It could easily pull back to that 9 EMA. Viac, let me take a look. VIAC. All right, Apple's making a move up. This is a tough one. I'm not a. If you look at this chart, I mean, it's holding support, but just these candles are just nasty. It's just, you know, I'm not a fan of like charts like this. And you have this over the past, let me look at the, I mean, it's kind of sloppy. But, yeah, I mean, me personally, that's not, I don't like candles like that. And seeing this stuff, I'm just not a fan of that. So that's a good question. Are you up on Viax, Steve? Although it's right on the weekly, it's right at that 50 SMA. So it's right there. So, I mean, it is still holding support. That's a matter of your preference if you want to stay in it. I mean, it is, again, looking at it, it is still holding support. A bit overextended on the weekly, but, you know, if it can hold that 50 SMA, which is at 2866 level, so probably right up in there. Let's go back to Apple, AAPL. So Apple's starting to move up a little bit right now. Still has that 100 SMA and 200 SMA on a 5 minute. Like to see it clear that. So we'll see if it holds support and continues up. You'll see now I'm up $1.50. But you see, guys, how like spreads just allows you just that ability. You know, again, everybody's a different style of trader. A lot of people love day trading options or day trading stocks. You know, again, there's, you know, it's just whatever your risk reward value is, you know. So with spreads, again, it gives you just that ability to stay in a position longer if you don't want to be out within a few minutes. Yeah, Steve, I wish I had something better to tell you. This market's just very, obviously, it's got to choose a direction at the moment. So we'll have to watch and see. It's always annoying when the market gets like this and it's got to choose a direction where, You don't know if it's going to go up. Like with Apple, you don't know if it's going to go continue up or if it's going to reject and just fall with the market. Got to watch and see. So obviously stocks are affected by the market. You know what I mean? So large cap stocks or just stocks in general are affected by the overall market. Disney did move up since last time I had it up. So now you want to see if Disney can get above that 134-ish level. Right here. If so, it might be holding to make a continue to have a potential move up. Again, it's a bit overextended on a 5-minute. Let's see if any more open interest is coming through. And still not much volume coming in on the calls I'm looking at. Let's see if anything. All right, there's a lot of open interest out to October. Yeah, we'll see by around there 10:45. We'll have to watch and see. All right, there goes Disney right at the moment. So let's see if Disney can hold that 134 level. So it looks like Lube had a tiny quick move up to that 205 level and kind of smack right back down. So this one maybe, we'll have to watch and see. This one may be doing kind of a cup and handle-ish, but it's kind of double topping on a 5-minute. Watching CPRI, see if that one is going to go red to green. Got some resistance right around that 1732. Kind of got a head and shoulders-ish. Yeah, not much open interest. Keeping an eye on GM right now. So you can see GM on a daily. It's broken out right above that. What is this? 3170-ish level. I want to see if it can hold this here. If so, I might look at a potential debit spread on GM. There is some resistance around that 3250-ish level. Just seeing some volume. I like seeing right here some of the open interest is a little bit higher, although the spread, bid-ask spread, is a little wide. Let me just see. As you guys can see today, not much is running. Market is a bit wonky. Let's take a look at SPY. So it kind of moved up. Now it's retesting support again, right around that 334-ish level. Right there. Any stocks you guys want me to take a look at for you? AMD. AMD is kind of looking like Apple at the moment. AMD might be interesting. It's got to contend with this big long wick right here, but you can see, I mean, it's kind of a head and shoulders, but this could also, again, you can see head, left shoulder, but then this can turn into a double bottom. Let's look at the hourly. This one might have a little bit of chance. Let's take a look. All right, so I'm just looking at the open interest right here for AMD. 75. Yeah, 75, right around 74, 75. I actually might look to get a put credit spread on that. Let me see. I'm going to wait for... I'm looking at a 5 minute right here. It's a little bit overextended on a 5 minute. I might get in on a put credit spread on AMD. Let me see. Actually... It's a little bit overextended at the moment. I put in an order for a put credit spread. I might cancel it for right now. Let's wait and see. That's fine. I'm fine with that, Phil. So yeah, I just got in a put credit spread for 75, staying above $75. So right here I have it for I got in on a put credit spread on AMD, so I want price to stay above 75 before expiration, but as you guys know, I don't wait till expiration, so I'll watch if this one kind of moves up, and maybe if it gets a good pop and moves up by tomorrow or something, I might take profits. Again, I'm kind of more of a shorter term swing trader. Plug, let me take a look at Plug. Some resistance right around there on that 1215 area. Kind of an inverse head and shoulders-ish. Needs to get above that 1225-ish level. On a 5 minutes bullish, let me look at a hourly. Yeah, so it's got a clear, so it's got that 50 SMA on the hourly. So you want to see if price can get above that 1225-ish level. And then you have resistance between 1250 to 1290 level. OSTK. Apple's moving up. So as you can see, I have my spread on Apple's moving up. AMD is still creating some indecision at the moment. So yeah, with Plug, you want to see Plug get above that 50 SMA around 1220s, and then you have resistance, between that 1250 to 13. So Overstock, let's look at the hourly. This one might be interesting. See if we can hold some support around at 69.79-ish level right in here. Want it to get above 70. If so, that one might have some room to move up. Watch for resistance around that 73.94-ish level. Yeah, so keep an eye on with Overstock. If it can get above that $70 level. So if it can get above 70 bucks and stay above 70, you can see some resistance. There's also some right around that $73, $74. And then it was the right up right here, that 50 SMA. Right around that $74 level. You're welcome. All right, so we're rocking and rolling. So up on both those spreads so far, both on AMD and Apple. That's because I got my bullish. I got my bullish bat. So bullish is going. Let's take a look at the SPY. So yeah, SPY is getting a little bit of a bounce. We'll see if this continues up. Like to see that. What else you guys want me to look at? Disney's moving up from last time I was talking to you guys about it as well. So Disney broke above that 133, 134 level. So now you want to see if it can get above that, kind of that 134.82. Next up, right above that candle there. Um, has options been more profitable than traditional day trading for you? Not necessarily. It's everybody's preference, right? If I didn't have a trading company and wasn't doing streams and videos and all the other stuff behind the scenes, then I would probably day trade more. But just because we want to, we're doing so much. Like with us, we do all this stuff ourselves. So like if you look at our blog and our videos and stuff, it's me and Dan pretty much doing all this stuff, and Angel. So we're kind of doing it all ourselves. So as you guys know, it takes a lot of concentration when trading. So like if I'm even just doing lives, like I'm not good at like, like if I'm talking to you guys or streaming or doing something in the morning and day trading, I'm not good at multitasking. Dan's a much better multitasker than I am. So it'll be like you guys might be asking me a question and I'm just like, oh, I'm going to get into a trade. And then I'm just like, I'm not paying attention to as much. So that's why with spreads, I mean, you're definitely going to be able to make more money day trading if you know how to day trade. Like with anything, right? You can make money, a lot of money with spreads. You can make it with day trading. It's just whatever your trading style is. I just don't have that ability to right now with doing everything with Bullish Bears to just concentrate, So that's where, if I'm off and getting into a spread or something right now, I can have some time to be in it, right? So I'm not going to necessarily make as much as I would with just day trading naked options. However, I'm also not going to lose as much either. So I don't know if that makes sense for you. Walmart. I'll take a look. So Walmart is an interesting one. Oh, it's right here. There is a gap at that 138.87. Right down here. And then you can see the base of this. There's a daily gap. So got to watch and see if it's going to fill that daily gap or if it's going to continue up. And then you can see some resistance right around that 141 level. So right at the base of this daily gap candle. So it's cutting into it, but it got a bounce right down in here. So you got to watch and see if it's going to fill down here or if it's going to hold and continue up. Oxygen, I'm not sure why your comments are posting twice at a time. That's weird. I'm not sure why. So both Apple and AMD are going up. Work, W-O-R-K. It's got some resistance right around that 31.24. 30.81, some resistance right in there. It's a bit overextended on a 5-minute. Yeah, so it's right, and here's the hourly. So it needs to get above that, kind of that $31 level, and then you have resistance up to that $32. So it's up at resistance right now, and it's kind of double topping. So this one may want to pull back down. Again, just a little bit overextended. I'm still tempted maybe on a debit spread with GM. Hmm. I'm intrigued by GM at the moment. I just went in on a debit spread for GM. So I'm seeing kind of bullish on the hourly, still on a 5-minute. Yeah, for the debit spread, I got for GM, I got September 25th. $30.35. Now, guys, just my trading style on something like this. Again, I don't hold these very long. So I'm trading. This is just a small account that I'm trading with over here. So, I'll hold through today. Then I'll readdress tomorrow. If I'm up decent or 50% or 40 or 50%, I'll take my profits and get out. Right. So I'm not holding these things again to expiration. Same thing with my debit spread. So I just sell the pops and the moves up and just kind of that's what I do. Again, everybody's different. Somebody else might go longer. Again, don't follow these trades if you don't know how to trade as well. So make sure you know how to trade. Don't just blindly follow them. Oh, an Apple? Are you referring to Apple, Angel? Let me see. An Apple I got... Okay, I thought you were just referring to GM. An Apple I got the 105-100 September 25th. All right, we're starting to get a little bit more green, so I like to see that. You're on Tastyworks? How do you like Tastyworks? I hear good things about them. I've always considered them. I just don't want to change. Ideally, I don't want to change. I know ThinkorSwim sucks at times, but I'm just a creature of habit. As much as I bitch and moan about them and I want them to change, I hate to say it, but a part of me is like, I'll deal with a bad day a week
to deal with it because I'm not trying to rush to get in out of trades. It's just super. They are super annoying though. That on how they go down a lot. ThinkorSwim. So I've considered Tastyworks, but I'm just a creature of habit. Thing or swing, huh? I think you mean think or swim. Yeah, no worries. That's good. All right, so all three of the spreads I got into are all three are positive at the moment. So Apple's still moving up. AMD might be looking red to green. And GM is broaching high of day. So guys, this is where I want to show you this stuff. Again, don't copy me. Make sure you know how to trade. But, with doing these credit spreads, they're a great way to grow a small account. You know what I mean? So, I get in on these and then I hold them for a couple days and then, I get out. So I keep my losses small. So if these go against me tomorrow, so this is under this account right here that I have a few accounts, but this account personally right here is under the PDT rule. So I'm not day trading these ones. I will keep a day trade, if I have to get in and out, kind of protect my losses. So I don't if something goes against me, but I'll trade these. And if, again, if you look at this, if you make on a smaller account, if you make whatever, 50, $100 a day, just trading spreads, that ain't bad. If you do the numbers, that's where just try to show you guys, you're not going to, if you want to have $1,000, $2,000, $5,000 days, you need a huge brokerage account to do that. So a lot of new traders don't realize when they come in, they're like, oh, I want to make $5,000 in a day too. Well, do you have a $100,000 brokerage account or 50,000 plus brokerage account? You need $50,000, $100,000 or so to use that money as leverage. But if you want to grow and make money and, make a few hundred to a few $1,000s a month, and you can do that trading spreads. If you take just even, you made $100 a day trading spreads times, let's say 20 trading days, that's $2,000 a month, times 12 months, that's 24 grand, so just, I'm not saying I'm just saying being realistic. If you have a small account and you don't try to be hitting a home run and you want to get over the PDT rule, let's say you started out with $5,000 in a small account and you just traded spreads and you were consistent and you made, 50, $100 a day, just say you made $100 a day trading spreads, that's 100 times how many trading days? Anybody know how many trading days in a year? Let's see if we can look that up. This might be a good blog post for Dan. Let's see. I might have to have Angel do a blog post on this. How many trading days in a year? Aha! Look at that. I'm going to have them... Hold on. Let me message the team and say this might be a great blog post. Is this a good blog post? So just say times 252 days, right? So 100 times 252, it'd be $25,000, right? So, if, again, you're not going to have all winning days, obviously, right? So even if you said times 50, see if you took 252 times 50, that's $12,000 a year. Guys, that's really real. Those are realistic numbers, right? Again, you can make more, but let's not get greedy, right? You're a new trader. You can make between 12 to 25,000 a year just trading. That's just on one contract of a spread, right? So you can enter in 2 or 3 positions. You make $50 to $100 a day. That's good money. You can have that in your retirement. You can grow your brokerage account. That's realistic, tangible numbers. So I'm showing you guys stuff with something that's very, realistic. Does that make sense to you guys? So now AMD, Apple, and GM all pulling back. But you see, guys, how the volatility as it goes up and down, it's not crazy, right? I don't need to panic. I probably wouldn't be, if I'm day trading, I wouldn't probably be in 3 of these at a time, right? So that's where, again, day trading is a great strategy. We teach that in our community. If you're focused, you don't have any other distractions, great way to do it, right? But instead of being up or down, you see I entered 3 spreads right here, right? Instead of being up or down $10, I might be up or down 200 or 300 if they were all naked options. So this is where I just want to show you that tangible where I'm not panicking right now, right? So I'm in 3 spreads, I might go in tomorrow and I might look at these and be like, okay, I'm up whatever. I'm up 50 on one. I'm down 25 another. I'm up 30 on another. I might close my one where I'm up $50, take my $50 profit. I might cut my losses on the $25 one, just take a small loss, and then maybe I ride out one that's, that's kind of trading sideways, right? So that's just a way. Again, everybody's trading style is different, but I'm showing you just kind of a tangible way that that $50 to $100 a day in a small account. This is a small account, under $5,000 in it. And you see that it's not sexy, of course, right? You want to make $1,000 days, but you also need a huge brokerage account, so you need it as leverage. But then just because you have a big brokerage account doesn't mean you want to spend all your money in your brokerage account either, right? Hey guys, I'm looking outside. It's a sunny day today. I might lay out 20 more minutes or so. I'll probably chat with you guys, and then I think I want to go lay out in the sun today, get a tan. Not many more days left. Do I offer training courses for options? You have an 8 to 5? Yes, absolutely. So if you go to our website here at bullishbears.com, you can register for a free membership right here, and we have all these courses right here. So all those courses are free. And you can see we have basic options and advanced options right here. So yes, we have 2 options courses that'll teach you this and basically how to do spreads. That'll tell you the basics of spreads, but then if you do our yearly membership, so if you subscribe to our yearly, right over here, we have, where is it? Access to our next level training video library. That basically that will basically teach you like all the kind of like all the behind the scenes things with spreads. Aha, I actually have to change something on that page. We updated that page a bit, so give me a sec. Tastyworks doesn't allow. They should allow you 3. They should allow you 3 day trades within a 5 calendar day period. So, Angel, do you know if they give you 3 day trades at all? Not with options. There is a way around the PDT rule with stocks where you could go to right over here. Go to tool on our website. If you go to tools and you click right here, CMEG is a really good no PDT broker right here. Should I? What's the other one too? U-Stock Trade. Actually, I want to change that page too. So yeah, if you go to CMEG, these guys are really good for no PDT rule with stock, shares of stock, not with options. Would I recommend options over traditional swing trading for small accounts? Yeah, I mean, if you have a small account, you're not going to be able to trade shares really well of probably Apple and Google and Netflix. So, yeah, options, like I said, credit and debit spreads, guys, are fantastic for small accounts, you know? Because look, just going back again here, you know what I mean? I'm up and down. So this whole, you know, we've been doing this for about an hour and a half. Again, it's not exciting, right? You want to hit the home runs, but, you know, you see how, like, the volatility, the crazy, it's, even when they go up and down in these spreads, it's not crazy, you know? I got in an Apple credit spread, what was it, a couple weeks ago, and it went completely against me pretty quickly. It went I don't even know how much, $10, $20. So I think like Apple had a $10 or $20 swing the other direction. And I closed it and it was one options contract. So I got buried on that one, but it was only a $120 loss, right? So you're not going to make huge wins on them, but you're also not going to get huge losses if you cut your losses, right? So you're just kind of like, you know, if you're averaging $50 to $100 profit days, then maybe you cut your losses at $20, $25, stuff like that. You know what I mean? Keep your winners above your losers. So I keep my losses very small. So this is where I'll go throughout today right here, because this has the PDT rule on it. And unless one of these goes like really bad, like really bad the other direction, I start losing. If I start losing 50 or 60 bucks on this and it doesn't look like it's going to go, then I'll just cut my loss. I'll take one of my 3 trades and I'll just close it out. Right. So then tomorrow morning, I'll just readdress these and say, like I said, if I'm up 50 or 60 bucks on one of these, I'll close it out. If I'm down 40 or 50 bucks and it's not looking very good, I'll close it out. If I'm up 20, 10, $15 and it looks like it still has room to run, then I might stay in that one. So that's where, again, I want my winners to outweigh my losers. You're welcome. All right, guys, I think I'm going to shut it down for today. Everything's kind of just blah at the moment. Let's take a look at the SPY. Still has this indecision. Like to see a doji in reversal. That would be nice. So we'll see. Again, right off support level. So you'll see why today is kind of blah. You kind of have this doji indecision candle, right? So this affects all stocks. So that's why it's kind of today. So I'll readdress tomorrow. And that's what I got for you guys today. We did launch again. If I put my mic down a little bit here, you'll see my Pumping Ain't Easy t-shirt. And you can say, pumping. Wait, are you guys stock pumpers? No, we're not stock pumpers. As you can see, I really can't, with this video right here, I can't really pump spreads, right? So, I mean, these are large cap stocks. So we are not a pumping service. I just do it to be funny because I like to have fun. So we do have our merchandise store that just launched right up over here on our website at bullishbears.com. And if you come over here, you can see all of our new merchandise. We have our It'll Go Back Up, I Love QE, Did the Market Crash Yet, Buy High, Sell Low, Short, Rona, Trade and Travel, Pumping Ain't Easy, Do You Even Chart Bruh, and then Tick Killer right over in here. So those are we have trading sayings, so we have men's store, we have ladies, so we have all great ladies stuff as well. And then we have mugs, and then hats and hoodies over here. So if you like the stuff I'm wearing, you can come check out our stores over here. You'll see there's promo codes at the top of each page right up over here. So if you want to get some gear and save, we have it up there. And also, too, if you're not a member yet and if you want to come and join us, if you look at any of these pages up over here, just kind of click on the drop down, you'll see a hidden 50% off your membership right here. So you'll see right here, you can save 50% off our monthly and yearly memberships. So that's what I got for you guys today. Hopefully this helped you. Again, it was a little bit boring of a day, but it is what it is. And I'll see you all later. Enjoy.